School resource officers are deputies of the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office who patrol all Cumberland County School System campuses. These officers provide security during the school day and after school hours at special events on campus. Lieutenant J.T. Morgan explains the important role these officers play in our schools as they protect, instruct, mentor, and serve as liaisons between the Sheriff's Office and the school system.
What a school resource officer is a law enforcement officer assigned to the schools within Cumberland County or whatever jurisdiction they may be covering. They act as law enforcement officers inside the schools and enforce the laws of the state of North Carolina. Within Cumberland County, we have 40 deputies. They patrol 87 schools within the county of Cumberland, Hope Mills, Spring Lake, and the city of Fayetteville. The responsibilities of school resource officers are to act as a law enforcement officer inside the school to enforce the laws, but also we serve as counselors, we teach classes inside the schools, and we also are a liaison between the school system and the sheriff's office. And they're also community police officers within the school because we have citizens that come in from different neighborhoods coming in talking to the deputies for information or guidance on some situations they might be dealing with in their home or community. The job of a school resource officer is patrolling the hallways. We're walking up and down the hallways. We're interacting with the kids during class change and even during classroom time. They do teach classes inside in the afternoons when we have special events like football games, baseball games. We are assigned to those for security purposes. And when you have a dance or anything where the students are going to be there, we're usually involved with it. At football games, we usually increase our presence by having 8 to 10 deputies at each ball game, sometimes more, sometimes less, it's according on what kind of crowd we're predicting at the ball games. We act as law enforcement officers there. They're not just school resource officers working those games. We have deputies working from the road in different divisions within the sheriff's office. So yeah, it's going to be busy Friday nights. The GREAT program is gang resistance education and training. We have several deputies trained for that class. We go into the classroom. There's 13 weeks for middle school and 6 weeks for elementary. It's to teach kids to deal with conflict resolution and also with peer pressure. It also opens up dialogue between the student and the law enforcement officer. It teaches them that yes, we are law enforcement, but we're also there to help you through any kind of situation you may have. I've been assigned to SRO for approximately about 10 years. I was a deputy inside of Southview High School. I enjoyed working inside the school. I enjoy working with the students. It's very rewarding when you get to see a child dealing with something and you're able to help them do that. And the guys and girls assigned to SRO, you have to want to do the job and you have to enjoy it because it is a very demanding job and you want to help these students out dealing with any kind of problem they may have. SROs inside the schools are a very essential part of law enforcement. We gather a lot of intel inside the schools. We also are able to help these kids with any kind of problems that they're having at home and also in their neighborhoods. And we deal with that every day. It's not just problems that happen at school. A lot of these kids bring a lot of stuff to school from home. And we deal with that every day. And my guys are really proactive inside the school. And since there's such a large number of schools and there's between 56 and 58,000 kids in Cumberland County, we stay pretty active inside the schools, but we really enjoy what we're doing. Also assigned to our unit is the crossing guards. We have 95 crossing guards in Cumberland County covering approximately 50 crossings. And so want the public to know, to be aware that, hey, we are going to be active out in the crosswalks, and the kids are going to be coming to school between 7 and 8:30. So just be aware of you know, adjust your time going to work and be aware that you might be held up a little bit in traffic. While you're traveling during these morning times and afternoon times, be aware that the school buses are going to be running on the road. So be careful, watch out for the stop signs, and just be aware that kids are going to be crossing roads as they get off those buses. And to give them time, sometimes those buses are a little bit slower than regular traffic, but just be aware of what's going on in front of you and around you. One of our main goals in the SRO unit is to keep everybody safe and to act accordingly if there is a situation on the school grounds, and to remind parents and students as well that if something does occur at your school, to not to rush to the school because we do have situations going on at the schools and stuff like that, and that they were there to handle it, and that's our job, is to keep their students safe and keep their kids safe.